Hey guys, it's Trini here from The Beautiful Entrepreneur. I just wanted to hop on here and talk to you about what's stopping you from getting a hold of your dream and just going for it. I know for me, when I first started out or was thinking about starting out, some of the excuses that I thought of that were holding me back was I didn't have enough time. I have got a little guy at home and I thought that it would take me away from him. Some of the insecurities I was feeling maybe about financials, whether I would be able to make it work or not. The fear of maybe needing to take out a loan. I was feeling kind of nervous about that. The instability of leaving a comfortable 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job that had benefits. So that was a little bit risky to me. But either way, I knew that I was destined for more than what I was able to accomplish in my 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job. That was literally pretty much, it felt like it was sucking the life out of me. I had to deal with a lot of workplace drama that sometimes accompanies the traditional workforce. So yeah, there was a lot of things holding me back, and what actually pushed me to move forward with my business was I entered a business competition, and it was to pitch my business idea to a panel of judges to possibly win $10,000. So that was incentive for me, and I had to basically apply to go into this competition, and I was accepted. I had to write a big essay. And so then I had to get a business plan together and figure out what my costs were going to be and how much revenue I thought I would make, and basically everything about starting a business. I had to get all my ducks in a row. And so I competed and pitched my idea to a panel of judges, and this was televised, and there was also a lot of people in the room. So I had to get over and face a lot of my fears. So definitely, that's just goes to show, if I can give any advice, it's to push yourself, because if you're scared of it, then once you get over your fear and do it, it feels so much better, and there's always so much more opportunity that will meet you once you get past that fear. So I didn't win the competition, but I did come runner-up, and I took home $1,000, and a wonderful experience, and I learned so much and networked with a lot of other small businesses. So I wouldn't say that I lost in that situation at all. And so basically I was left with this business plan, and the opportunity sat in front of me of whether I should open up my store. Now, I partnered with my sister-in-law, and it's really good having a business partner, I think, so I don't have to work full-time. I still have time with my family. I can go on vacation. It's amazing. But so, we basically started out doing pop-ups. So I own a high-end consignment store, and we started out doing pop-ups for about 4 months. We would go to craft fairs and rent space from, like a yoga studio or whatever, and advertise on social media. And we had such a great response. People showed up, like even from towns that were 40 minutes away from us, just to see what we had in store, because we advertised we were a high-end consignment store and people always love a deal. So they came out, and we kept on hearing from everyone, we love this, we really want this in our town, you guys need to open a storefront so we can shop with you guys all the time. So that we, scrounged together the little bit of cash that we had. We didn't have to take out a loan. Used that $1,000 from the business competition and basically went garage sailing. We got whatever we could that was given to us or picked up from a garage sale, upcycled a whole bunch of stuff. So, don't always feel like you need a ton of startup capital. Like, we opened up our store and probably spent way less than $3,000. That's to get all our fixtures, our computer, our systems, our phone, everything. And so you can do it cheap. You don't have to have $100,000 to open up a store. You just don't. We don't have to pay for any of our inventory, so that was a plus. People just drop it off, and there's no risk. If it doesn't sell, it just goes back to the consignor. I'm going to show you a little tour of the store in a minute, so I can show you some of the amazing high-end stuff that we have. And so, basically once you push yourself. Hey, it's Trina from The Beautiful Entrepreneur. I'm jumping back on. I will try to piece the video together. I am in the store right now, so I had to actually shut the video off because someone came in the store. But just to go back to where I left off, You don't need a ton of startup capital to start a store or a business. A lot of entrepreneurs and business owners get stuck in this, that they need to have like this certain amount of money set aside before they open, and that they need to spend tons of cash, but you don't. There's ways that you can do things for really inexpensive, like if you're going to open up a store, you can upcycle, paint things, be creative with it, and people appreciate that. So I'm going to give you a little tour of the store here and show you some of the awesome items that we have. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the back. It's not like super organized right now, but I just want to show you, like, if you've ever thought about opening up a consignment store, this is where it's at. People bring in some of the best, like, high-end designer stuff that we get to sell and keep a portion of. There's no risk if it doesn't sell, it just goes back to someone. And there's never... like, we never have not enough. We always have a surplus of stock, which I will show you in the back after. So I'm just going to take you around the store. We're really lucky. We have about, I think it's 2,100 square feet. So we can really spread things out. That was something that was really important to myself and my business partner, that we didn't have a really cluttered space. So yeah, I will go to the front door and just give you a tour from the front. So I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is one of the little things that we actually picked up for $20, and we painted it with chalk paint. Like, how easy is that? We've had so many comments on it. We were really lucky to have a huge big window, and like this, we're gonna paint it. This was upcycled. I got 3 of these for like $500, and some pillars and mannequins. We all upcycled this from stores that were closing, or items that I had in my house. Some of these, like this table right here, I chalk painted it. I got it at a garage sale, and I've had so many people that have actually wanted to buy it. So like I said, again, you don't need to have a ton of cash to start a store. So like, we've got a lot of nice stuff. Like this whole rack was actually, when you're a consignment store, you can approach businesses that for clearance, to see if they want to consign any of their clearance items. So that's what we've done right there. And as you can see, like, there's tons of space. It's not cluttered. That's one of the downfalls for a lot of people when they go into thrift and consignment stores. They hate it when it's cluttered. They want to be able to see what you have. And because you only have usually, one item, it can be cluttery and confusing for some people especially some people who don't like to shop and don't like to dig through stuff. So these hats are actually made locally, and a lot of people come in here specifically to buy them, because people nowadays are looking for things that are sustainable and local, and different options. People don't want stuff that's necessarily made in China and cheap quality. So these boots, we got our little boot section. Like, these are Fluvogs, super high end, and people have come to expect, and they know that they can come in here and get a good deal, good designer deal. Those are Steve Madden Freebirds. Fry boots. Like, someone didn't even wear these. They're supposed to be distressed. So these are $600 boots, and we have them for $249. We've got more Steve Madden Guess. These wallets are made also locally. So I'll actually just take you over here. This was part of our business plan, was to have a eclectic mix of new, pre-loved, and locally made, to kind of hit all the points of what people are looking for. So these are made in, a town that's about an hour and 45 minutes away from us, and she makes them out of cork. So we got another Guess bag, Blundstones. Depending where you live, these are super popular around here. Our weather's really wet and rainy most of the time. This here is an Adrian Klee satchel, leather. Like, that's super, super high end. Very expensive. I think they're like $500. Well, I shouldn't say super high end, but high end. Yeah, and people appreciate just a little bit of personality and character. These are our shawls. We're starting to transition over to fall. Love this. A lot of times people come in here for fun, funky, vintage items, interesting items. Little fringe purse. Dresses are always a huge seller. Yeah, so like I said, we're super lucky. We have an amazing space. We've got some cabinets here, and this is for, these are our Valentino shoes. Those are pretty damn expensive, brand new, definitely over $1,000. And then Louboutins, so like definitely what celebrities are wearing. Those are over $1,000 as well. I had a girl try them on and she said, these are the most comfortable shoes I have ever worn in my life. I feel like I could run around the block in them. So people know the difference of quality and, you know, when you spend money on something. So, you know, if you've ever thought about opening a consignment store, you will have people coming out of the woodwork to come and shop. So this is a beautiful Coach bag. We get lots of Coach in here. A lot of made in Canada, a lot of, we get a lot of silk and cashmere and merino wool and fur. Louis Vuitton. This is actually a limited edition because he paired with an artist who had a safari theme. So not everyone's cup of tea, but that bag on eBay is selling for over $3,000. Little scarf section. I didn't go and primp up any areas before I did this video, so I'm just going to show it to you as it is. You know, like when you set things up in a nice way, people appreciate it. And basically what I hear when people come in is sometimes they can't tell it's a consignment store. It looks like it has personality and charm and warm and inviting. And everything is curated. So we look through absolutely everything and make sure that there's no rips and stains and tears. And we've been able to convert people who are not thrift or consignment store shoppers to come and shop in our store. I've had many people say that this is the only store they shop now. All right, so we're just going into the back. I just want to show you that like there is no shortage of stuff. Like these are all drop-offs of items to go through. We don't take everything. Like I said, we're super picky. Nothing with any rips, stains, tears, odors, nothing like that gets passed. So we go through everything and people appreciate that. You can charge quite a bit of money if people know they're coming in and, you know, you've already looked through and picked out all the good stuff for them, basically. Yeah, so we do 2 drop-offs a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays are our drop-off days where people can drop off their consignment items. And yeah, so if you're interested at all in opening up a consignment boutique, we do have a 6-month business program that will teach you from start to finish, you know, right from how to get a business license, how to negotiate your lease and rental price with your landlord, location, how to set up a store, how to source inventory, how to advertise. A big part of our success has been social media, so knowing how to use Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest to your benefit will, I mean, we don't advertise anywhere else besides social media. We've never put an ad in the newspaper. So between that and word of mouth, that's all we do. So times are changing. People are looking for different things. Like I said, they're looking for sustainable and ethical. And also everyone likes stuff at a deal, especially if it's like designer and quality, right? So yeah, hit me up with a message and I can send you some more info or get on the phone and tell you more about our program. It's 6 months long and basically you will be operating a store in less than a year with inventory that you didn't have to pay for. You could probably open up a store for less than $3,000 and, you know, be making 6 figures a year, which is what we're doing now. And we're just past our first year in business and every single month we're making more. So yeah, comment, message. If you have any questions, let me know.